Hwasin. And Luxury hasn't gotten his third base up, so that's one thing that's going to hurt. So, I mean, Luxury really just needs to take his time and play it slow and just don't lose his main base here and just kill as much as he can. Wow.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. He's tearing him up with
Luxury's signature. Wow. Look at those sunken colonies, too. Yeah, Hwasin might lose this game right here. Why is Hwasin's forces so far out of his base?
I don't know why he didn't send those back immediately. I think Hwasin took a big gamble thinking that Luxury was going to go for a third. Oh my god. This is crazy. I mean, what is Hwasin doing with these Marines? He totally has failed to keep them in any sort of group, and he's just lost like almost a whole control group of Marines at this point. I mean, I think he's might go for a sunken break, but there's just no way.
There's 9 sunkens.
There's 9 sunkens there.
10.
There's no fucking way that he's breaking that. Like, not a chance in hell. And I think he realized
Luxury, that was a good move.
Yeah, that was really great by Luxury.
Very strong and strategically there. I mean, Luxury totally took advantage of his strategy there, and I'm really surprised to see Hwasin make a move like that in the mid game. I mean, that's exactly the kind of opening that Luxury looks like.
Like he knew what Hwasin was going to do.
Right.
Like he knew that Hwasin was going to send out a control group of Marines to patrol, so he went for a super heavy Mutalisk harass and just sunk it in his base instead of going for a third. I mean, it's the perfect counter to what Hwasin was doing. It's like he was mapped. Like he knew what Hwasin was going to do almost. He kind of predicted this perfectly.
Yeah, and Hwasin's got, Luxury's got his Queen's Nest down, so he's going to go for a 2-base hive. Actually, no, he's getting that third base up. I don't know how well he's going to be able to defend that, though, yeah, but Hwasin has all those forces out. I mean, if Hwasin saw that base was up there, I'm pretty sure he could go for that. And here comes some of Hwasin's signator control.
I don't think he could take it anyway.
Taking out a Lurkers for 2 Marines. It's tough, though. I mean, Luxury would lose a lot of units in the process, and Hwasin does have quite a few forces in his base. So, I mean, if he really wanted to, he could put some pressure on it, but now Hwasin's at the point where it's kind of what he wanted. You know, even though he took some damage there, it was a trade, and now Hwasin's going to be 2-base versus 2-base Zerg for a while, and I think that's more something that he's comfortable with. I mean, let's say hypothetically that Luxury had gone for an early expansion and Hwasin killed it. I mean, isn't that what he was going for in the first place? He wants to keep Luxury on 2 bases, so Luxury's going to have a lot more forces than expected, but if Hwasin can battle this effectively, I think he's still, you know, going to be ahead in the game.
Well, it comes down to control here, right? I mean, Luxury did a lot of damage with his Mutalisks, and because of that, he didn't take his third base, and he went for Lurkers. So he's playing to have more mid-game map control. He's not playing the style where he just kind of runs around and takes his third base early and just kind of hopes to hang on. I mean, he needs to have an army that can battle with Hwasin's army in the mid-game, and a lot of that's just going to come down to control. And both players looked at it flying around each other, and he actually is going to go for it. No? What is he doing? He's just losing units here. Oh, that was really bad for Luxury, losing a Lurker. I mean, you can't really afford to lose too many Lurkers in a game like this. Oh, wow. Hwasin doing a great move, just sending off like 6 Marines or so to attack that base. And that's going to be enough to take out that hatchery, or at the very least to deny drones coming for a while. Or no, he's not going to take it out because, you know, he's got Zergling speed out.
I don't know, he might.
This is going to be, yeah.
And he's really splitting up Luxury's forces, too.
Yeah. But I mean, the Lurker should be enough to hold. Wow, and the hatchery goes down. That's really bad for Luxury. His third base.
That was a clutch move from Hwasin.
Yeah,
I think that game, now that Hwasin has his science vessels tech out, I would say Hwasin has the lead at this point.
Yeah, he got the lead back, even though Luxury, I mean, had a really good plan and executed it almost perfectly. Hwasin just kept his cool and played the right way. I mean, now Luxury's got Defiler and Hive Tech, but he's only off 2 gases, so he's gonna be severely limited in what he can do with that Defiler Tech. It's not gonna be nearly as effective as you might see it in most games, because he doesn't have that extra 3rd gas. At this point, he's got to be really careful with his units. He can't afford to throw away Lurkers and any other gas-heavy units. He has to be really careful. So again, it's just gonna come down to control and how well Luxury can do in holding off the next 3rd base that he attempts to take.
Oh, he's
retaking it.
Nice. A single Lurker there, but, you know, I'm surprised Luxury didn't have a few more additional Lurkers there. He could have really done some damage there. And Luxury with a nice sneak there, going for the tank, not getting it, and now some Scourge. Looks like Luxury's going to go for his flank. This is Luxury's attack here. Scourge going in, but nice control by Hwasin, picking off one of the Scourge. The Science Vessel is safe. The tanks are spread out. Really nice. I mean, wow. Luxury had so many forces there, and Hwasin didn't have all of his forces there, and Hwasin's going to come back and clean it up. Just excellent positioning there from Hwasin. I think that was a little bit of a, not really miss micro, but I don't think that was a good decision for Luxury to attack in that situation. But actually, when I think about it, I mean, Hwasin's forces were so spread out. Spread out in the sense that he had a lot of units in the middle, and he really didn't have all of his units together. But, I mean, Luxury is really in trouble at this point. He just lost all of his lurkers. He's going to be forced to devote larva not only to the lurkers, but now to defilers to get his defense up, to Zerglings to support his army, and for more Scourge, because he hasn't taken out any vessels yet. So he's really going to have a skeleton army here, and Hwasin's, I don't think he's going to have a problem with taking down this third base again.
No, I don't think so. Even if he manages to get a defiler out of that base, he's just going to be able to get it irradiated. Like, it's going to get irradiated so quickly because he's got such a massive science vessels. Luxury hasn't been able to take out one science vessel yet. And that's just something that he was able to do so well in the last game that he hasn't been able to do here. I mean, he hasn't had much of a chance, but, like, that's one of the things that won him in the first game, is that he was able to take out so many of Hwasin's vessels. And so far, Hwasin's got a huge fleet for this part of the game. I mean, that's a significant amount of vessels to have at 14 minutes, especially considering how much damage he took. So, I mean, it's really an uphill battle for Luxury at this point. Hwasin just playing really well and taking a solid advantage. His control, I mean, his control is always amazing, and it hasn't disappointed in this game. Except for the early part with the
just playing so safe, so smart. Like, Hwasin is just, his decision making has just been so spot on. Like, look at him right now. Like, you would think any Terran player in this situation would be like, alright, I have the advantage, I can expand, I can attack. But look at him, he's just like chilling there, because he knows that Luxury's in such a difficult position, that Luxury's going to need to go on the offensive, and he's got like 4 defilers there. What is he doing? And so it looks like what Luxury's going to try and do here is he's going to try and trap Hwasin in an undesirable position. There's the Scourge out with the Zerglings, but he really doesn't have anything else to support that army. He has a few lurkers, but he's going to hopefully use those lurkers to pick off some of Hwasin's reinforcements. But Luxury, you know, just pretty much just putting up bases everywhere at this point. He can't even defend the bases that he has, and he's just putting up hatcheries in hopes that he can mine a little bit of gas from them. You know, good move from both players, really. I mean, both players have really been doing this noticeably well. And yeah, now he's got the command center up. Mine's going up. Because Hwasin is going for SK Terran, he doesn't have the gas, per se, to go for tanks, especially considering that he's taking his mineral only. And, oh, good move irradiating the skirt. Oh, I don't know how good that was, but I mean, it protected his science vessels at the very least. And that's the, you know...
Oh, man, all these mines. Oh, shit. Oh, that was a slaughter. Oh, God,
nice
he got creamed there.
Ugh.
Nice mines, man.
Luxury's done. That was pretty much his last skeleton army. That was excellent. I love Hwasin. You guys see now. Like, I hope when we went into this game and I was saying, both of us really, how good Hwasin's CVZ was, like, I hope you guys didn't just judge that off the first game. Like look at how excellent
he's just an amazing player. Like, he's probably got the best CVZ control since
remember at the beginning, Hwasin went up for a double barracks gas opening before expansion. He took so much damage. Like, imagine if his macro would be in full swing right now. Like, Hwasin's just so good. Like, Luxury's really going to have to step his game up, and I really would expect Luxury to do something strange in the next game, but it's going to be difficult on a game like, or on a map like Neo Harmony. It looks like Luxury going for his last stand there, but this isn't going to happen. Mass irradiating fire bats. GG from Luxury, but Hwasin looking nice there. I mean, he just took the game real confidently. Like, it was really... You know, he took some damage with the Mutalist there, but once he got the Mutalist harassment under control, you know, it was really... in his control the entire game. I mean, Luxury was doing absolutely nothing. He had no map control. He really couldn't do anything against Hwasin. Luxury's really going to have to examine his game plan here, and it's really surprising. Not only did Luxury not do anything, which would be one thing. Hwasin's TVZ is really good, but Luxury actually opened with a standard build, 9-hatch or a 3-hatch 9 muta, and he took out so many SCVs and did so much damage. And he
killed
still
so many Marines too.
Yeah, exactly. And Hwasin just made him look like a fool going into the mid and late game, and Hwasin just annihilated him. Like, you would have thought that Hwasin had a hidden base or something, when in reality he was behind in economy going into the mid game. But I guess we may see another epic game. I mean, I think that was an excellent game played by Hwasin, but I think Luxury really needs to, you know, if he doesn't step his game up, he really needs to change his play style. And, you know, I hate to say this, but, you know, we've seen 2 crazy cheese endings so far, and I wouldn't be surprised if Luxury tries something like that, even though I really think Hwasin's, out of the 3 players, I think Hwasin is going to be able to defend it the best. But, I mean, Hwasin has been playing so safe, like, now that I think about it, it's probably not that good of an idea, considering how safe Hwasin's playing. Like, I'm not sure if Luxury knows exactly, like, the build orders and stuff, but for the most part, Hwasin's been uncheesable for every single opening. So I guess we just have to leave it to see what Luxury will do. So I guess we can end it at that. I want to try and keep it in 2 parts. Do you have any last thoughts before we move on?
I would just like to say that I really hope Luxury doesn't cheese. I don't think he will, but he should definitely change it up. He should definitely not stick to the standard play. I mean, he was really good with the Mutalisk micro there, but he slipped up. He didn't follow up enough with the Mutalisk micros. He kind of let him get off too easy by sending the mutts away. From there, he just got outclassed. So hopefully he does something a little more creative. And that's about all I have to say. We'll see you guys in the next game.
Peace.